I am Ultrazilla, and got a little interview breakdown for you guys today. I wanted to take a look at this interview that Toho Kingdom did with the Vice President of Marketing at Playmates Toys about the Godzilla line. I actually didn't know this interview went up. It went up last week, apparently. I've heard nobody talking about it. I haven't been to the Toho Kingdom forums in a bit, and my apologies to Toho Kingdom because I used to be all over there, always posting stuff, and I just haven't had a chance to in a while. It's just I haven't really left the social media platforms like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, to venture out in other places in quite a bit. So my apologies to Toho Kingdom. I haven't been there in a bit, but I did want to take a look at this interview that Chris from Toho Kingdom did, and just break it down a little bit, see what exactly is going on there, and give my thoughts on all that. So let's make the interview a little bit bigger. And the first thing that was asked was to explain what happened with the molds. Now, I mean, honestly, that to me didn't need an explanation. I also kind of know a few things behind the scenes, but it's like one of those things where it was obvious that these were supposed to come out well before they wanted to, and they that because of the pushback of the Godzilla vs. Kong movie, everything had to be up sooner. Well, not had to be up, but they were supposed to be up at a certain time, and then things happened. So that's the first thing that's talked about, and they did say they had a purchase deal with Bandai to produce some of the molds. They didn't talk about NECA, but I can assure you it was the same thing. But also, please remember that it's also Toho's right to give out those molds anyway. They have the final licensing say on all of that stuff. So yeah, that to me is if you know business, that's an easy one to do. And Jack's large Godzilla was never one of those things, so that's not a thing at all. Those are not the same molds, so yeah, it is what it is. But they are going forward, and this is something I've known as well, with their own molds. And they've already have, as you've seen. So one of the big things is that they won't be making any of the classic monsters with any sort of accessories or battle damage. They are going straight forward on those, as is their take on the monsters, plain and simple, just like we've seen. So it's nothing different than what we've already have seen. And do I have one handy? I should have had one handy. I do have one big guy handy. I had little baby Godzilla here, but I realized maybe that is a little bit better. So they won't be doing any other MonsterVerse except for Godzilla vs. Kong. And also, again, if you know licensing, that's a separate license. So that is something, that I figured was the case. Anyway, I was hoping to see Mutos or something, but as of this moment, they do not have the license beyond Godzilla vs. Kong in the MonsterVerse. And of course, Kong Skull Island. They've already done Kong Skull Island figures. So they didn't mention it there, but obviously they already did that. So they asked if there was going to be any Build-A-Figures, and no, it's not Marvel Legends. And they haven't built it. If you've seen how the toys have been produced thus far, they haven't built it in that way. So yeah, it's, that's something they won't be doing. So here's something that I've known as well. they can produce any of the Toho monsters, and that's really, really cool. You're gonna finally, and we've seen it already. We're gonna be getting some like cool monsters, Showa, Heisei, Millennium, all of that, which is awesome. Like, say what you will, but the more Godzilla toys out there, the better. I am fully on board with whatever Playmates does. There's no doubt about it. I want it all. Like, I have no problem with it. There are plenty worse looking Godzilla figures out there. Have you guys seen some of the vinyls people are into? Come on. There's a little knock on that. But it's true. Like, come on. People complaining about Playmates. Yeah. So let's see. This Monsterverse question again. It's basically the same question. So this is good news. They will be expanding beyond Walmart in April, including Target and others. G versus K, though, is going to be a Walmart exclusive. That remains a Walmart exclusive. It starts there. It's going to stay there. But it sounds like the classic Toho monsters are going to be available outside of Walmart. And that is the best news ever. To me, that is the best news of this whole article, because I cannot take Walmart. So, yeah, like, I've had so many problems with Walmart. I am so happy to hear that. That is very, 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 very cool. So what they did announce here is the next two releases, which unfortunately doesn't sound like is going to be till the spring. Though you never know with this. Like, there's some weird things in this interview where I feel like it's not answered properly. Like, again, they didn't mention Kong Skull Island. So between now and the spring, if you do see anything else pop up, don't be surprised, because they're only talking about classic monsters as well here. They said for the 6.5 inch scale, you're gonna get Godzilla 1995, the Burning Godzilla, as well as Jet Jaguar. I am so happy about this. This is awesome. Finally, a 6.5 inch Jet Jaguar figure. You don't understand how happy that makes me. Like, I only have a couple of Jet Jaguar figures, and he is by far one of my favorite characters. So that is fantastic. I'm really, really, really excited about that. New monsters also for the fall that they aren't ready to announce yet. There has been rumors of other ones that have apparently appeared in the system, though I've seen that nowhere. So I don't know. I'm not going to speculate right now. I myself have heard from inside sources about some other ones that are very exciting, but I'm not going to reveal that as well, because that's just not right. So hopefully those do go through. I've heard really, really good things. And there's going to be an 11 inch as well. One. So a new Godzilla for fall 21, in the 11 inch scale as well. So that's pretty cool. It's going to be another Godzilla. I think they're going to be probably sticking to Godzillas in that scale. I don't blame them. So, and that's about it. That's what they talked about in the interview, and it's some good stuff. It's some cool stuff. Real quick, it says special thanks to collectors like Scorpio Cesar and Luminous, both my pals, for help in contributing questions. Guys, these were not hard questions. Come on, let's get in there. I'm kidding. I'm not kidding. I'm kidding. But very cool. It's interesting to see, anything, regarding Playmates come out, like, as far as information, because even with the stuff we've gotten, we've barely gotten any information here. Like, it's been few and far between when there's actually been information. So to actually see an interview with them is very cool. So kudos to Chris from Toho Kingdom for getting that done. You know, the stuff with the moles is something I've already known. To me, it's obvious. They were in a bind. They worked out a deal. You know, get those initial figures out first. The other ones that are tweaked, those become their own molds. As soon as you start messing with anything, they become their own molds. And that is why I think they didn't answer the NECA question, because it so became their own thing that that initial mold had to be scrapped. Any of those initial molds, once you tweak it, is scrapped. Like, you could take the design, you know, like they asked about molds, not designs, right? So as far as molds go, the ones that they are talking about are the ones that they specifically licensed from Bandai to get them, you know, out as soon as possible to start that ball rolling. The other ones were based on designs, and they are all tweaked. The Gigan's tweaked, the Destroyer, you know, the Shin Godzilla. So, you know, like, all of those have been tweaked already. So those really do become your own molds after that, because, you know, you've made your own thing. And here's the everybody loves this Godzilla. The Final Wars, this is their own thing as well. You know, so it's not a shrunken down version of the other ones. And if you've seen my review for this, you'd know, and I'll probably put a link at the end here. So that's it. I really just wanted to go over that, shed some more light. The link will be down below. You can read the entire interview if you want. I had posted on my Facebook, but then I was just like, you know what? I want to talk about this a little bit, add my 2 cents, and I hope you got something out of my 2 cents. Check out the whole interview. I think I've covered it all as far as what I want to talk about. But Burning Godzilla, Jet Jaguar coming in the spring, a big 11-inch Godzilla as well coming soon. More monsters in the fall. Not exclusive. The Godzilla Classic won't be exclusive to Walmart anymore. They will be in Target and in other stores. No MonsterVerse past Godzilla versus Kong, except that they did Kong Skull Island. So I don't know. Whoa, Godzilla here wants to go down. I'll just put him down. And that's it. Again, if we do end up seeing another monster before the spring pop up, like this dude just popped up, you know, within a wave, you know, when they restock, you never know. They might slip in monsters here and there. So be on the lookout. Don't, you know, be vigilant about that, because you just never know. And that's it, guys. Hope you dug this video. Let me know your thoughts below. And please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Check me out on Facebook and Instagram. Stay safe. Till next time. Peace out, peeps.